45 people crushed to death during Israeli religious festival. So I wouldn't be surprised if most of our audience has already heard this news. On April 30th, 2021, 45 people, including 5 U.S. citizens, were killed and about 150 others were wounded in a crush at a mass Jewish gathering overnight at Mount Meron in northern Israel. Each year, hundreds of thousands of Jewish participants pay homage to Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, a 2nd century sage, at his burial site. Investigators are examining how the accident happened at the mountain. According to the volunteer-based emergency organization, United Hatzalah, around 100,000 people were in attendance this year. Social media video from the site shows people crammed into passageways, while suddenly many are struggling to continue walking and thrown back and forth in waves of commotion. Shimon Levi, Israel police's northern commander, stated that the police command had prioritized security and public safety, but he could not reveal what caused the stampede. Lazar Hyman, vice president of United Hatzalah, said that it was one of the worst disasters he had ever experienced.
Okay, so I mean, I don't know how to do commentary on this. This is obviously extremely horrible, and the faults are at the people. You know, this is something that was being brought to attention to the to how this is a security risk for years now. Like this was an accident waiting to happen. So I don't know if this is not a religion problem specifically. This is just a poor management problem that what people didn't pay attention to. The part that is a religion problem doesn't even have to do with this thing that happened. I mean, during these times, which we're not allowed to talk about on YouTube, during the times that we're at with the beer bug, with the whole thing that is going around, with the disease and stuff. Religious gatherings seem to be common. These people don't seem to pay attention to the fact that they shouldn't be gathering like this.
Well, I don't know about like the people in attendance, but one of the reasons why the event was allowed to go forward this year, despite the beer bug going around, is because over half of Israel's population has gotten the thing that they put in your arm. I don't know what I can talk about on YouTube.
Yeah, but a lot of them are not the people that are at these events.
Yeah.
Because they're very resistant to do. By the way, guys, the reason why we're being so careful is because YouTube gave us a strike for talking about this without us actually so we're trying to be very careful.
Hey guys, if you're a fan of blasphemy and sexy Kali, like me, then that means that you probably want more blasphemous art. Well, I have good news for you. If you subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description below, then you get a free booklet of some of the tastiest blasphemous art available today. So, if you want some of this delicious blasphemy, and we're so generous that we update it for you guys weekly for free, all you have to do is sign up for our newsletter below. You can also go to blasphemousart.com/ebook. That's blasphemousart.com/ebook. Sign up with your email, and you get free gifts of this tasty blasphemy. What could be better? So make sure you sign up. Link below.
Here, do you want to read this?
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. Yuval Berger has a very good comment. He says, this also has to do with the excessive power ultra-Orthodox community has in politics. The event was authorized despite the risk because of political pressure. And I think that's a very good point. Rivka, who unfortunately couldn't join us today, brought to our attention a story about how female soldiers were attacked by Haredim while assisting at this disaster. So that's another word for the ultra-Orthodox community. So there are like these female soldiers who are going in to help and trying to help injured people or trying to pull out like bodies, basically. And they were assaulted because they were women touching the male bodies at this event. They were kicked, they were spit on, they were punched for like trying to help at one of the worst disasters in recent years.
I do want to be careful though, because a lot of atheists, actually this might be a good time to talk about this, because this is a tragedy. And I do think like sometimes the atheists will try to highlight this stupidity of religious people at times like this. And to me, that seems like sometimes it might come across as, without saying it, to be suggesting like, well, these are idiots and they are bringing this upon themselves. And I think that's a horrible way of looking at it. You know what I mean? Like, the highlight of the story is that people died, and nobody deserved to die like this, no matter what their beliefs are, right? And you know, just being like, oh, these are religious people, they shouldn't have done this. Oh, this is like, oh, like here, I'm gonna highlight some. Sorry, I know this is bad, but it's not like I know I'm putting you on the spot, but like stuff like this.
Oh,
apparently, they didn't have that much faith in their God. Like,
what about this has anything to do with not having faith?
I mean, I know, like,
let alone blaming someone for their own demise.
Yeah, I think like trying to make fun of people's beliefs at a time like this is trying to take attention away from the how bad of, like, it seemed like as atheists, without us mentioning it, we're like secretly, like, without being so obvious about it, are saying, ha, look at this idiots bringing this upon themselves. You know what I mean? We have to be very careful to just not be tempted to even look in, like, reflect on yourself emotionally and see that is sympathy the first thing that you feel, right? Because if the first thing that you feel is, oh my God, these people are idiots, then you're being extremely tribal. You know what I mean? You're an atheist and you're looking at religious people, and when something bad happens to them, if you're like even some part of you that is celebrating it, then you maybe have to go and reevaluate your priorities, right? And your ethics and your morality, especially the people who might say like, oh my God, Darwin Award, stuff like that. That is like, let me see actually if anybody said that.
No, do you want to see something really bad?
What? Show me.
It's from the Freedom from Religion Foundation too.
Show me. What?
Give me 30 seconds. Oh wait, here we go. Do you see this?
Oh no.
They tweeted the news, and then where was Jehovah when we needed him?
No, this is not a good tag. I mean, I love the Freedom from Religion Foundation, but this is not the time to point
They got roasted for this.
Yeah, come on, guys. This is not the time to highlight people's bad beliefs.
Yeah.
Right? This is not
Muhammad called them out so hard.
Wow, I'm on Yasmin's side on this one. Yasmin has recently had some really bad takes, but on this one, I'm on her side.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's saying, delete this vile tweet. You would never say, where was Allah when we needed him, in response to Muslims trampling each other in Hajj every year, which, by the way, guys, that does happen.
Yeah, you should
die at Hajj every year. But it's okay to make light of Jewish deaths?
This is a very bad take from Freedom. Like, people are...
Yeah.
I actually could come up... Wait. go back to Freedom from Religion Foundation, right? Imagine saying that in response to the, I'm not going to say it because YouTube is going to think like we're saying some bad stuff, but the event that happened, the holla, the big H, right?
Yeah. Or
Imagine
even like
putting
the event that happened in New Zealand inside of a
no,
mall.
I want to say Yahweh himself. Like let's say like where was? Imagine putting a picture of the big H event in Poland during World War II by the Yazis in Ush thing. Again, I'm using coded word because I hope you guys get what I'm talking about, because YouTube might think like we're saying some naughty stuff and get another strike, right? Which we're not. I'm just saying, imagine putting a picture of that and putting the caption, "Where was Yahweh when we needed him?" I mean, I don't know. I mean, actually, I'm not against that because that's not making light of it. But this seems to be making light of it. Yeah, this is sick. This is not right. This doesn't seem right. Yeah, guys, when people die, the highlight is that people are dying. Again, sometimes you might want to think about, bring up religion and analyze the situation. That might make sense because you're trying to find a cause, because you're trying to figure out how you could avoid this happening again.
Yeah.
Right? It's not because, so for example, if there's a school shooting, right? And people say, well, it's because we didn't have God, we took prayers out of school. And then there's a shooting in a church, and then we'd be like, well, you have prayers in church, why do you have shootings there, right? This is not making light of the situation. This is trying to highlight to people that you have misidentified the cause of this event in hopes to try to bring attention to the actual cause so you can avoid things happening again, right? But this is not that. This is just be like, see, the subtext of this is that maybe you guys deserved it. You know, it comes across like that. It's like, these are people that are suffering a tragedy, and you think that this is a good time to make fun of their beliefs. This is really bad. This is a really bad take from people.
When I was looking for this tweet, I was shocked that they hadn't deleted it yet.
Yeah, how come they haven't deleted it yet? That's amazing.
Yeah, and then I didn't see any form of like apology or anything on their Twitter. But yeah, people were not happy, including my favorite, Siraj Hashmi, put them on the list, which is the list of people who need their phones taken away for bad tweets. Yeah.
Okay, but guys, I don't want to completely dismiss the Freedom from Religion Foundation as a whole.
Not.
They do amazing work. And one bad tweet shouldn't make you completely dismiss everything they do. And this might not even represent the entire organization. It might be
completely not.
Might be their social media guy is just bad, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, but again, the fact that they haven't taken it down also seems pretty bad.
Yeah. But that was like the perfect example of like what you were talking about.
Right.
Now Rumi is saying a tweet in really bad taste. FFRF must take down their tweet and apologize.
Yeah. What is this one? This seems long, but let's highlight it anyways.
I think this is just rambling.
Too long. Okay. Katie is saying, but the F, yes.
Goes bunny FFRF. Where's your humanity when we need it?
Oh yeah, she's saying this is sick, saddening, and sick.
Really bad taste.
Yeah. All right.
Still one of the most important secular organizations in the country. That doesn't mean they're immune from really crazy bad tweets.
Yes. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have bad takes that we're not gonna be able to see that are bad takes. Like even when people pointing out to us how bad of a take is, maybe like we're blind to it and we don't recognize it. And I hope that if once Atheist Republic has something like that, and we have people are as forgiving to our bad take as we are being to FFRF. Like, yeah. So again, that doesn't
already had some bad takes.
yeah. That doesn't mean we're not going to call it out. That doesn't mean that we're not going to you know, at all apologize for it or make excuses for it is objectively a really bad take. However, we have to see the entire organization as a whole, and the good that it does is net positive.
Mhm.
Hey guys, YouTube has fully demonetized their channel for supposedly hateful and harmful conduct, without telling us what we did wrong. If we get to 1,000 patrons, we will be able to keep paying all our team, our editors, our artists without ever having to worry about monetization again, which would be amazing. Yay! So please support Atheist Republic on Patreon. Link in the description below.